It's a national march, and this is Reading's representation today. There's over 700 marches taking place today to protest against the zero tolerance policy and to demand that our government reunite the families that they've torn apart. This is a very important moment in the history of our nation because of an arbitrary decision made by the leadership of our nation. We have children living in cages right now. We have babies who are sobbing from their parents and traumatized. That's why we're here. We're here to be champions for those families that can't speak up for themselves. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being a champion for those families.
I haven't always been a Democrat. I don't necessarily always vote with them. But at this point, the Republican Party has become so distorted and so removed from any kind of humanitarian action that we need to get more balance back in our government. And that can only happen if we vote blue in this election.
As you know, ACLU are the defenders of our liberty and are the defenders of our Constitution. And they're the ones who have fought over and over and over and over against the Muslim ban. And they're the ones who are fighting to keep those children out of cages. And they're the ones who are fighting on every front. So if you can, donate to the ACLU. You should all be card-carrying members. How many of you are card-carrying members of the ACLU? Awesome. We cannot support the Constitution without giving support to the ACLU.
I'm here to support the immigrants. It's not right. They all deserve to be with their family. And what's going on is not the American way. Let's really make America great again by keeping the families together and letting the immigrants stay where they're at. They wouldn't be here if they didn't need to be. They're here for a reason. Let them stay.
Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear.
Dahlia, a 24-year-old mother, fled Honduras to escape gang violence with her toddler. She was not aware that being separated from her son, Cesar, was a possibility. I didn't know that they could separate me from my son. I didn't know. Yes, I am very scared. He is my son and I love him. I've carried him throughout the journey and it was very hard.
Kidnapper.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
This is a story about Maria Vandeli de Bastos and her 16-year-old grandson with severe epilepsy and autism arrived at a port of entry to seek asylum. Despite passing her incredible fear interview, she was shortly separated from her grandson and hasn't seen him since. She is currently detained at a federal detention center in El Paso, while her grandson is being held at a state-run center in Connecticut, more than 2,000 miles away. It's been 10 months since the agents separated them.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Our history is very shameful, but we have the ability now to change history and to go forward. Because you're right, we've had internment camps. The way we treated the Native Americans is shameful.
I equate that with when they took the Indian children from their homes and put them in boarding schools forever until they were adults. You know, and the hardship that causes a person when they grow up without their parents. And in this hostile situation where, you know, they're watching them be taken away. This is not right. You know, we people in the United States and here in California, because one of the camps is supposed to be here in California, which I see is just the push for more private prisons for these families and children. And there's millions of dollars to be made in this. And I think that's what Trump is doing. He's doing that, you know, it continues to do this for profit. You know, we should not be caging children for profit.
We need to take individual responsibility for what's going on. And I'm just astonished and outraged that children are being put in kennels. And I think that we all have to do something. And this is what I'm doing.
Well, I'm out here against separation policy, which is unnecessary and just immoral.
We need to change the course of this country, and we're not going to do it if we're just sitting in our living rooms watching television. So we have to get out and get active and do something to make change happen.
I just feel it's really important for us to speak out and to participate in democracy in order to save democracy.
Las familias merecen estar reunidas. Families belong together.
This is Griffin, my protest dog. This is his 8th protest since November. All right. This past Tuesday, in an enormous victory, a federal judge ordered the reunification of thousands of parents and children forcibly separated by the Trump administration. But this crisis is not over until the Trump administration complies with the order and all families are reunited. That is why we are here today.
Even the change that Trump has made is not a good one. We should not be keeping children in prison for indefinite times. You know, they have done no wrong.
If you are neutral in times of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. Keep families together! Keep families together! Keep families.
I care about our world reputation, and I care about everybody, regardless of the country they're from, or the country they're fleeing, or the country they're born in.